welcome the Honorable Chief Minister to please grace the dais, sir, and please give him a round of applause. Mr. Roshan Beg, please join us on the dais. Mr. K. Rahman Khan, Member of Parliament, please join us, sir. Please also welcome Mr. Irfan Razak, the founder of Prestige Group, Chairman of Prestige Group. I'd also like to call on the dais the Chairman of NAR India, Mr. Ravi Varma, Vice Chairman and Convention Chairman, NAR India, Mr. Farooq Mohammed, Mr. Jay Shankar from Brigade Group, Mr. Anup Shah, may I request you also to be on the dais. Mrs. Snail Mantri, may I request you also to be on the dais. May I request the World President of FIAPSI, Daniel Grosenbacher, to also grace the dais. I'd also like to call the Secretary of NAR India. I'd like to call the Treasurer NAR India. I'd like to call the President-elect NAR India, Mr. Vijay Sarthi, the immediate past President, Mr. Sachin Shroff. I'd like to call Mr. NRB Garda, who's worked relentlessly for this entire exercise, the BRI President. I'd like to invite Mr. Kirkor, our dear favorite friend Kirkor, friend of India, on the dais. President Mr. Bagra is still missing on the dais. May I request Mr. H.L. Bagra to please come onto the dais. May I also request the Vice President of NAR India, Mr. Vijay Datta, to please come and adorn the dais. Thank you very much for gracing the dais, all of you, all great dignitaries. We will start the ceremony with, once again, the national anthem. I'm going to request all to rise and we will play the national anthem. going to request Mr. Farooq Muhammad to come to the dais to say a few words.
Namaskara. In the name of Almighty God, it gives me a pleasure to welcome our Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Siddaramaiah, Shri R. Roshan Beg, Honorable Minister for Infrastructure, Development, Information, Public Relations and Hajj, Mr. K. Rahman Khan Sahab, Member of Parliament, Mr. Irfan Razak, Chairman and Managing Director, Prestige Group, Mr. Ravi Verma, Chairman NAR India, dignitaries on and off the dais. I welcome you to the historic convention in this garden city, the IT hub of India. It is driven by knowledge and industry, and this convention in this place is apt. Bengaluru is among the highest commercial space takers in the recent times. It is the fastest growing city in India and some say even in the world. This reflects the trends in the property market. Over today and tomorrow, some of the most significant concepts in real estate marketing are set to unfold here. I am sure you will all find them both informative and educative. I would like to share a few statistics for the benefit of our Chief Minister. We have got delegates attending the 7th NAR convention at Bangalore from Bulgaria, Dubai, Italy, Luxembourg, Saudi Arabia, Switzerland. United States of America has the largest contingent with about 20 members from different associations. They are represented here by an association known as the Asian Realtors Association of America. May I request Carmen Chong to please stand up and be recognized. Carmen is the president of this association. This association is predominantly Chinese and Indians. They're all here to look at Bangalore as a destination to invest. We also have delegates from Canada, Egypt, Japan, Malaysia, South Korea, United Kingdom, France, Cyprus, Hong Kong, Lebanon, Mexico, Singapore, Ukraine, Ecuador, and Turkey. This convention is going to raise and elevate the standards of practice of good governance, ethics, transparency, accountability will prevail with the realtor community. NAR has an affiliation with the National Association of Realtors represented by Gretchen. Gretchen, may you please stand up to be recognized. Gretchen represents 2.2 million members across the United States of America. National Association of Realtors has a bilateral agreement with them. This convention is the biggest realty congregation in India, with delegates include a rich mix of realtors, developers, architects, lawyers, investors, venture capitalists, corporate real estate heads, project and facility managers, property valuers, chartered accountants, financial experts. This two-day networking event will, as I mentioned to you, be packed with activities, information, such as promotions from our leading sponsors, educational programs, expositions, panel discussions, motivational speakers, cultural activities, culminating into gala social event. You shouldn't miss this tonight. We've got the best fashion show organized by the Bangalore Fashion Week, and we've got one of the oldest, best singers, Lucky Ali, who's going to be performing this evening. I thank you for coming here in such large numbers and look forward to spending some quality time with you through this convention. I apologize to our delegates who are standing because lack of infrastructure. Please bear with us and we will have this sorted out. This kind of a demand we hadn't anticipated, but please, my apologies to all of you to please bear with us. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.
May I request Mr. N.R.B. Garda, the President of BRAI, to give his welcome address.
Devo Atithi Devo Bhava, which for our delegates here means that we elevate guests to the status of God. And so since we have so many gods here today, with these few words I welcome you all. It's a pleasure to have you all here with us. It's our privilege to be able to host this convention for NAR India at Bangalore. And I do hope that when you leave these halls, 2 days, today and tomorrow, you will go away with something richer than what you've come in with. That's what we're looking forward to. Thank you.
May I request Mr. H.L. Bagra, President NAR India, to say a few words.
Good morning, NAR India. Good morning to one and all. I have great pleasure in welcoming my dear fellow realtor friends, visiting dignitaries from various countries, Chief Minister of Karnataka, Honorable Siddaramaiah sir, and other guests, sponsors, members of BRAI Association, member of press, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to this great 7th annual convention of National Associations of Realtors India. Friends, before we start, I would like to give a big hand to the BRAI Association for putting up such a great show for all of us, and our chairman Farooq for doing a great work. Friends, it has been an exciting journey for me as the president of this truly national level association comprising of members from 26 associations spread over 23 cities across the length and breadth of the country, with over 2,000 owner members and with a combined strength of over 20,000 members. The year under review was with full of activities. Main thrust areas were being education, good governance, membership development, co-branding and fellowship. Some of the glimpses are already running on the PPT, just to give a preview. Education is the most, friends, powerful tool which can be used to change the world. Keeping in mind a 2-day-long education series, Realty Redefined, was conducted by our international trainers, Mr. Belton Jennings and Mr. Richard Mendenhall from US, held at Mumbai and Bengaluru respectively, which was a huge success with a great participation from many city association members. I would like to convey my greetings to Mr. Rajesh Dave, Chairman Education, who did a very great hard work, and I wish to thank Area Group Mumbai and BRAI Association at Bengaluru for very graciously hosting the events. A great fellowship event of various games from NAR India members at Thane was organized under the banner of Olympiad 2015. It was first ever sport ever lasting for 3 days, packed with fun and thrilled with great participation from many city associations. Thanks to Mr. Rajesh Gadgil, Chairman Sports and Team Thane for this wonderful arrangement and the great hosting. We also signed the bilateral cooperation agreement with Naredco in line with Kadai at Delhi. I wish to thank Mr. Sunil Mantri and Mr. Naveen Raheza of Naredco and Mr. Sushil Mittal, Vice Chair Corporate Governance, for their support. Friends, the year has been a real exciting one for me, and the glimpses are already on for you to see. I would just like to close my address with few words. The richest wealth is wisdom. The strongest weapon is patience. The best security is faith. The greatest tonic is laughter. And surprisingly, all are free. So let us make use of them as freely as we can in our lives. Remember, a great relationship is about two things. First, appreciating the similarities, and second, respecting the differences. So friends, together we will make the difference in our real estate fraternity. With these words, thank you friends, and Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bagra. In the interest of time, we're running a little late, so I'm going to request everybody to please make their speeches addresses a little brief. May I request our dear chairman, birthday boy, it's his birthday today, Mr. Ravi Verma, to come in and say a few words.
Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka, Honorable Minister for Infrastructure, our MP, Mr. Rahman, our old friend who always helps us every year and from our inception, Mr. Irfan Razak, and my dear fellows, friends, ladies, and everybody who's made this journey to be with us today, especially from abroad. Friends, 8 years ago, we started in Bengaluru in a small hotel called Chancery. And at that time, we had Norm Flynn from US, who was with us when we had our first collective meeting. It was not a convention. We did not know whether we are going to make it as an organization. We didn't know that 7 years from now, we'll be celebrating our 7th convention in Bangalore. And we just put our heads down and went about expanding our footprint across the nation. Between Farooq and I, we divided our work according to our talent and inclinations. I went about collecting new city associations. We are 26. We started with 6 in Bangalore. 2 more are joining us today, one from Goa and one from Ranchi. Welcome to you all. Farooq, as you can see, the result of his exertions, and Irshad never tires of saying that Farooq is an expert in foreign affairs. So all our friends from all over the globe are here, and we welcome them all. Friends, today we have a unique situation where the state government is partnering with us on a get-together of national realtors. See how the profile has changed. We have our MC and incoming president who's a chartered accountant. Yesterday we had presentations from 3 prospective president-elect, and 2 of them were chartered accountants. One was a highly qualified motivational speaker, and he has his own degrees, which I don't want to get into. Friends, while I was waiting, Farooq was saying, make your speech short, but I cannot make it without mentioning that if, like is the custom, that we talk about everything that a person has achieved, and if we have to introduce Farooq, then we have only 2 days. So we thought we'll just call him the convention chairman. But he is a lot more than that, and all of us know that. I must say that every time I've called Nauzer, he has been either with a printer or with some agency. I don't think he has slept for at least for 15-20 days. So whatever Nauzer has done, we really acknowledge that, Nauzer. And that holds true. That holds true for every member of BRI and the band of brothers who put it all together, and we're thankful to them. Friends, there are a lot of challenges that face us today. Nevertheless, we have, over the last 7-8 years, we have many strengths, and we must leverage them. The fact that Irfan is here today, one of the greatest developers, not only in Bangalore, but in India, is testimony to the fact that we have always worked closely with CREDAI and people who manufacture. And when Lalit was the chairman, we had tied up with CREDAI across the country, and I wish and hope that all of you use this bilateral arrangement and use it to the fullest. Today, as you all know, that whenever we meet only in great surroundings. We have only great shows. It is because CREDAI partners with us, and we are thankful to them. We are also thankful to all our sponsors who unflinchingly and very generously dipped into their deep pockets to help us do this great show. Friends, we are, for the first time after 69 years, going to be recognized and regulated by the Government of India. It is a great day for all realtors, because the way we were the second largest provider of employment in the country was not even recognized as an industry, and that goes for even our friends in CREDAI. And it is good that the Government of India has finally woken up and has started a dialogue with us. We have been recognized as stakeholders. We are going to be licensed, which is the best thing that could have happened, both the CREDAI members and us. So there'll be one-time licensings, there'll be consequences for transgressions, etc. More of that later. Anup is here, he's going to take the topic in more detail. Friends, though the long-term prospects are great for our industry, we are going through a bit of stress. However, we are the largest and the fastest growing economy in this part of Asia, definitely. And as a consequence of that, real estate will also grow. The future is only bright. Don't worry about the small corrections that are happening across the country. We have it in us to face any adversity, and I only wish that we all relax. Don't worry about bombastic speeches being made here. Relax, enjoy yourself, 2 days, network, do more business, lay the foundations for growth. Good luck and God bless.
Thank you, Chairman NAR India. It is my immense pleasure to call the Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka, Mr. Siddaramaiah. May I request everybody to please give him a standing ovation. Thank you very much, sir, to come. I know you've got a very busy schedule and still you've made it. Thank you.
Mr. Farooq Mohammed, Chairman of NAR India, Mr. Roshan Beg, Minister for Information and Infrastructure Development, Sri Rahman Khan, Member of Parliament, dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, media friends, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure and privilege to be a part of the inauguration of NAR India's 7th largest real estate event. At the outset, I wish to congratulate Mr. Farooq Ahmed, Chairman of NAR India's 7th Annual Convention 2015, for having organized successfully in conducting the seminar in Bengaluru by inviting the leaders of real estate industry, both national and international. I welcome all the delegates who are traveling long distances to come to this city of Bengaluru, and I wish them all a very pleasant stay and fruitful engagement towards investment in the city and in this great state. I am given to understand that the convention was attended by more than 1,200 delegates coming from all over the world. The National Association of Realtors, a recognized body in India, has already conducted 6 international conventions in the last 6 years, starting from Pune in Maharashtra in 2009 to Kolkata in 2014, covering Chennai, Hyderabad, Mumbai and Delhi in between. I am also informed that the investors, equity fund operators, financial institutions, chartered accountants, developers and legal professionals are attending the convention. I am sure all of you would benefit from the panel discussions, brainstorming sessions and the exhibitions. The Indian real estate sector is the country's 2nd largest employer after agriculture and is slated to grow at more than 20% over the next decades, comprising housing, retail, hospitality and commercial. The sector has emerged as the 2nd most active sector, attracting private equity investors in the last 10 months. Bengaluru has been the fastest growing city of India. Since the past few decades, information technology has been the major growth driver and is responsible for aggressive real estate development in the city. In a recent real estate market study conducted by a firm which specializes in real estate data and analytics, it is revealed that Bengaluru is the top real estate market in India as of April 2015. And has beaten Mumbai, New Delhi NCR and even Hyderabad. Considering the new projects launched in Bengaluru in the first quarter of 2015, it is estimated that the year-on-year growth is 19%, something which is incredible even by standards of Singapore and Hong Kong, which are normally considered world's top real estate markets. With this, you may conclude that the real estate in Bengaluru is right now at an all-time high with huge opportunities. Karnataka state is proposing to implement 2 major industrial corridors, namely Chennai-Bengaluru-Chitradurga Industrial Corridor and Mumbai-Bengaluru Economic Corridor. As such, corridor passes through various existing industrial clusters, towns and cities that are likely to become investment hubs. Infrastructure growth in hinterlands cities falling along the major industrial corridors are expected to see immense growth in the coming years. The real estate growth at Karnataka's hinterlands connected via these corridors will be exponential. Our government would like to streamline procedures for approval of projects with reduction of steps involved. The new industrial policy of our government aims at private sector participation in development of industrial infrastructure in the state. Corporate approach of the development in real estate sector is the need of the hour in view of the requirement of urban space for information technology and biotechnology industries, commercial and hospitality by corporate bodies. The sector needs trained manpower for professional management of the sector. Karnataka has been considered as a preferred destination for investors, including real estate players. I wish to extend my special invitation to all the investors, equity and providers, financial institutions, developers to the mega event Invest Karnataka 2015 being organized in the month of November 2015. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you very much, sir. May I now request a gentleman and an organization that has helped us at all times at NAR India. He's been through with us through thick and thin, always been very generous and wanting to promote the realtors at all times. He's the chairman, Credai National. He's also the chairman of Prestige Group. May I call upon Mr. Irfan Razak. Thank you, sir.
A very good morning to all of you. Honorable Chief Minister Siddaramaiah ji, Honorable Minister for Infrastructure and Hajj and Waqfs, Shri Roshan Beg ji, Member of Parliament and my dear friend Mr. Rahman Khan, my dear friend Mr. M.R. Jaishankar of Brigade Group, and many other dignitaries on the dais, off the dais. I must congratulate NAR India under the leadership of Mr. Farooq Mahmood as the chairman of this conference for having organized such an outstanding event to get together so many people overflowing through the hall is not an easy task, and I think now you need to make the hall bigger if you want to accommodate and seat everyone. I have always said that the real estate industry, the property brokers, the channel partners are a very integral link to the job that property developers do, and you're a key link between the property developers as advisors, as people who source out investors to the development work that the property developers do. It's a very, very tiring service industry, and today with the digital world that has come in, the challenges are many. The information source that is available is fantastic, and I believe today all realtors should look at it very holistically, integrate your on-ground resources with the digital world and try and be as successful as possible in providing the best services to your clients. We've heard our Honorable Chief Minister speak about the Bangalore growth. I must say one thing, that today whatever industry, whatever business, whatever IT park that is set up, it is set up by the private developers. It is the private developers who provide that infrastructure, who provide the resource for the business to come in. Today, if you have big names like JP Morgan, ExxonMobil, Amazon, and so forth, I think there are hundreds of large MNC companies in Bangalore that have made Bangalore their home. It's because of the work that is done, A, by the property developers in providing that infrastructure, and B, by you, the channel partners, in sourcing out the occupiers for the development that we do. Apart from this, what does it do to the city? It provides jobs. It energizes the entire economy. We provide jobs. In fact, 1 million square feet of development, which is providing IT jobs, actually provides 10,000 jobs. And Bangalore actually consumes about 8 million square feet of IT space year on year. That means, what does that mean? That means that it is providing 80,000 jobs every year in the city. And that 80,000 jobs is for our young people. That is, India is a country with the maximum young generation people. And this young generation, which is just passing out from the technical colleges and engineering institutions, are lapped up by the service industry or the IT industry into the immediate jobs with good 5-6 figure bracket salaries, which is an amazing thing that is happening. It's a transformation, not only for this city, for this state, and for this country. And Bangalore is the leader. I'm happy to say Bangalore is the leader. Now, apart from providing jobs, what does it do? Once the jobs get stable, there's demand for homes. The home demand starts only if the economy is doing well and if the IT industry is growing and the job creation is done. And I'm happy to say, with this year-on-year growth of the consumption of space, more and more jobs are created, and the homes that are being built by property developers are getting consumed. Of course, there is something called the affordability barrier. We property developers have always been conscious about this and are trying to build homes which are actually relevant to those people who need those homes. I was very happy to hear from the Chief Minister that he is going to reduce the time for approvals, which will only help generate more and more, not only employment and homes for the people, it will generate taxes for the city, for the state. Every action that we do today, the state government and the central government are the biggest beneficiaries by way of collection of VAT, service tax, and stamp duty. In fact, the biggest component of taxes in any action that any real estate development or sale that happens, the state and the central government both combined together are almost 35 to 40%. So that is the biggest contribution that is happening apart from the employment generation and the creation of homes for people. Of course, I must say and congratulate the Chief Minister for having taken some very, very progressive decisions, like allowing the tender sure roads. If some of my foreign dignitaries go to the areas where tender sure roads have been done, they'll believe that they are somewhere in Europe. Okay. That has happened only because of the progressive thought process the Chief Minister has and delegated it to the BBMP, and they have allowed them to do this. Plus, the overall look and feel of the city itself, like this very complex that you are in, where you have the World Trade Center and the Sheraton Hotel and the shopping center. You can't find it anywhere else in India. You go to a UB city in Bangalore, you can't find it anywhere else in India. That's why it attracts more and more people. The weather is good, the people are good, the infrastructure is good, the social infrastructure is good. With all this, Bangalore has a different flavor. Now we are not only talking about Bangalore today, we want to build this entire country. You've come from all over the country, you've come from all over the world. We need to promote our country as one where there is lots of opportunities and the private developers and private realtors are doing their job. We only seek the support and the blessings of the government to help us to achieve what we are doing. Of course, within the parameters of the law, with total transparency and with total ethics. I wish this conference a grand success. I hope you go out from here learning more than what you already know, and a great interaction in networking, because I believe it's all about learning, networking, and socializing. I wish you all a great event. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Razak. We have a special international dignitary here. She is the World President of FIAPSI. May I request Daniel Grossenberg to please come and join us. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, I believe I'd like to share some mementos at this moment. And I'm going to have the convention chairman and vice chairman of NAR India, along with the chairman NAR India, to please rise and offer the mementos. I'd like the first one to go to the Chief Minister. Sir, thank you very much for gracing the occasion. I'd like also to request them to give the momentum to Mr. Rahman Khan, Minister, Honorable Minister. I'm sorry, Member of Parliament. Please give him a big hand. Thank you very much for being with us, sir. Honorable Minister, Mr. Roshan Beg, may I request you to give a momentum to him as well. Thank you very much for being with us, sir. I'd like another memento to be presented to our chief mentor and sponsor, Mr. Irfan Razak. Please give him a very big hand. We will share the mementos with all the others on the dais a little while later. Please bear with us, and thank you very much, Chief Minister Saab, for being with us.
Hello everybody, namaskara. Excellencies, ministers, members on the dais, honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure and an honor to be here today on behalf of FIAPSI, the International Real Estate Federation, and bring you the greetings of all our members around the world. We are present in 65 countries, and we cover 40 real estate professions. We have 4 councils, 4 world councils. Mr. Farouk Mahmoud is president of our World Council of Brokers. We have a World Council of Developers and Investors. We have a World Council of Managers, and we have a World Council of Experts, which are architects, engineers, designers, teachers, reporters. So there is room for everybody in FIAPSI. I will answer very briefly 3 questions. What is FIAPSI? What does it do? And what can it do for you? So FIAPSI was founded in Paris in 1951. Since 1954, it has the non-governmental status at the United Nations. We've been fighting for over 60 years to promote private property rights. And we're continuing to do so, especially this year, because as you know, on September 29 in New York, where I'm from, the United Nations General Assembly will vote 17 goals of sustainable development for the next 20 years. I've attended all the sessions on behalf of FIAPSI, and I'm very proud to tell you that the world is coming together to make it better for the next 20 years. What do we do at FIAPSI? Our mission is to put professionals in contact with each other, provide education, information, networking, and bring you business opportunities. We discussed business opportunities a little while earlier. Well, at FIAPSI, in the next 9 months, we'll have about 10 international meetings where you can do business on every continent. And some of the examples are Mexico, Russia, Honolulu, San Diego at the NAR convention. We'll have a meeting. If you're at the NAR convention in San Diego, please come and see us. We'll have a special meeting on the last day, on the Saturday at 3 o'clock with FIAPSI. We'll go to Dubai, have investors and developers meet in Dubai to create business. This is a place where I can see opportunities for Bangalore and for India. And I would love to meet you there in Dubai. It's going to be a very high-level meeting with major investors from around the world and developers. So I'm looking forward to welcoming you there. We will also be at MIPIM in Cannes, which attracts a lot of developers and investors. And our next Congress is going to be in Panama in May of next year. Because the canal was enlarged, this creates tremendous business opportunities. It's going to reroute all the transportation around the world. I have good news for you. There has never been a better time to be in real estate. Why is that? Because the population in the world is going to increase by 2 billion in 30 years. It's never happened before, and we happen to be in real estate when this is happening. Isn't that an incredible opportunity for business? So what do we need to do to grab the opportunities? We need to talk to each other. We need to connect with each other. We need to share the good ideas. We need to promote the smart ideas, the success stories of the world. And that's why I'm here today. In India, you're going to have an incredible growth. That growth of 2 billion people I mentioned, that's according to the UN in the next 30 years, a lot of the growth is right here. In India, you're going to have tremendous business. The next good news I have for you is that Mr. Farouk Mahmoud is working very, very hard to create a chapter in India, FIAPSI India. And it's coming very, very soon. So I'm here to tell you we need you, and we want to help you. We want to connect you with experts around the world who can help you grow your business. This is why I'm here today. And when we have a FIAPSI India, I can see it having councils in many cities because you're such a varied and dynamic and energetic country. So you need to have representation in every level. And I'm here to help you. So we welcome you, we need you, and thank you for a fantastic event.
Thank you very much, Danielle. I'm going to now request our last speaker, Mr. Ayub Khan, Secretary NAR India, to give his vote of thanks to the Chief Minister and all other honorable guests. Ayub.
Good morning, everyone. It's been a wonderful session and an excellent start to the 7th NAR India Convention. I would like to thank our chief guest, Honorable Chief Minister Sri Siddharamaraya, Honorable Minister for Infrastructure and IT and Hajj Sri Roshan Beg, Mr. K. Rahman Khan, Member of Parliament, for taking time out from their valuable schedule and gracing the convention with their presence. On behalf of NAR India, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I would like to thank the Chairman of CREDAI India and CMD of Prestige Group, Mr. Irfan Razak, MD of Brigade Group, Mr. Jaishankar, Mrs. Mantri, and all the developers and sponsors present here today. We are fortunate to be close enough to developers to know just how busy they are. We thank you for making the time to be amongst us, and we appreciate your support for our endeavors. I would like to thank the NAR India Chairman, Mr. Ravi Verma, the NAR India President, Mr. Bagra, the incoming President, Mr. Vijay Sarathi, and all the dignitaries on the dais for being with us today. A special mention of thanks to our international guests and all the other national guests who have traveled hundreds and thousands of miles to be with us today. I would like to thank our title sponsor, Prestige Group, and all the other sponsors for their support, trust, and belief in us. I must say here that when Mr. Farooq, Irshad, and myself met Mr. Irfan and requested him to be the title sponsor, he did not take more than 5 minutes to confirm his participation as the title sponsor of this event. Thank you very much, sir, for all your support. I would like to thank our President of BRAI and the entire governing board of BRAI who have put in a lot of effort to make this convention happen. Last but not the least, the convention chairman, Mr. Farooq Mohammed, for a great start to the convention. Thank you everyone, especially the media and the press.
Thank you very much. For the sake of security, may I request that all be please seated, and all those who were in the passage to move out. The tea coffee is open now, but please move out immediately so that the Honorable Minister and his team can go out without any obstacles. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you all at the dais. Thank you very much. Thank you. The break is for 15 minutes. Like I said, all those who were waiting on the periphery and not getting a seat, we'll be putting in two rows of chairs here. And the first 2 rows may please put their belongings into the new first 2 rows. And the third and fourth row, which are now going to be left, are going to be taken over by those who were standing. Thank you for your patience.